Wow. First of all, thank you. Thank you so much, President Ayun, Chancellor, Provost, Deans, Board of Trustees, all faculty, all staff, and of course, the class of 2020. I'm very humbled to be here to stand up for you. So as was just said, the last year was really tough, guys. Really tough for all of us. My senior year son, Henry, was supposed to graduate from high school. Like you all, he didn't. He had a honking car ceremony. He had no senior prom. He didn't get to play his star role in Rent. So, right? That's what I'm saying. Nor did I. And it's tough. It's tough when you're a senior in high school and you miss out on all that. Some people were really hurt. Some people lost people. I lost my mother-in-law to this pandemic. She was 92. She passed away in a hospital on December 23rd by herself. So I feel the struggle, guys. I really do. It was a tough year. And you all have been waiting about 18 months to be here today. That is some true patience. And for that, I really, truly do applaud you all. A lot of you are employed. Some of you, still not. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Some of you have already been promoted because you either froze or rose during COVID, right? But if I have always lived my life in the now. And right now, you all are the graduating class of Northeastern 2020. So give yourselves a huge round of applause. So, I'm often asked why I'm a chef. Very easy. I was, still am, and will always be hungry. Hungry. We all must stay hungry, right? Isn't the feeling of the first bite when you're hungry, of something scrumptious, the contrasting textures, the creaminess, the temperature difference, the deep, lingering umami flavor, isn't that so much better than the last bite when you're already satiated and you're eating the same thing? The first bite's always better because you're hungry. Is a truly successful person ever no longer hungry? No, never. There's always more to learn. There's always more to master. There's always more different ways to give back, to make that difference. And the most important thing is, what are you truly hungry for? The real question isn't what you want to be. It's who you want to be. What you want to be is from the outside, right? It's outside facing. Who you want to be, that's from the inside. And inside is where your true passion lies. Right by your gut. And by the way, a side note, when challenged with a super big decision in life, it could be, I don't know, marriage, it could be job decision, it could be something even bigger like, do I want to have kids? Remember this, you can't follow your heart. Your heart is too soft. It's too romantic. You can't follow your brain, especially all you engineering majors, because your brain immediately does a pro-con matrix and you got 15 pros, 16 cons. You overthink it. The only thing that never lies and just is your gut, right? And for the record, some scientists are actually calling your gut your second brain. It's true. So go with your gut. So the key here is trust your gut. Find your true passion, because you have no chance ever of being great at anything if it's not from the inside. So my quick story. I grew up in Dayton, Ohio, culinary capital of the world. I also spent many summers in Taipei, Taiwan, where my grandparents lived, Yaya Nai. I learned as soon as I could walk at 2 years old, I hung out in the kitchen, right? I loved the smell, the sights, the noise, and occasionally my parents or grandparents would throw me some scraps. It absolutely fascinated me, everything that went on in the kitchen. It was definitely my home. So at 6 years old in Dayton, Ohio, I had the first revelation. I made a Duncan Hines vanilla cake. I'm 6. All my friends are outside playing stickball, but I'm making a cake. Eggs, oil, mix, 30 minutes, cake. Astounding, amazing. My friends came in, made fun of me until they wanted a piece. And I'm like, sure, 10 cents. 50% gross margin, that was pretty good. So fast forward to age 10, still Dayton, Ohio, where the doors were unlocked. A couple showed up at our door, and immediately I recognized them, and they were auntie and uncle, because anyone older than me, didn't matter the color, the race, anything, older was auntie and uncle. I invited them in. My parents were not home. I'm 10. In Chinese culture, you actually don't say ni hao, how are you? You say chulima, have you eaten? Because if you haven't eaten, this gives me an opportunity to eat together with you. And they're like, no, I'm starved, please. I'm like, sit down, I'll make you some fried rice. Awesome, except I never made fried rice in my life before. Challenge. However, at 10 years old, I sharpened cleavers with my grandfather, so I knew how to use a knife. Every Chinese household has leftover rice in their fridge, and garlic and ginger, and of course, eggs. So I make my rice. Honestly, it's about a 5 out of 10 in quality. A little too much oil, because I chickened out, I didn't want to stick. A little too much soy sauce, because I'm 10. But they took a bite, and they smiled. I'm like, I can make people happy through food? Ooh, this is cool. This is really cool. So, throughout high school, I worked at my mom's restaurant, the Mandarin Kitchen. I got that restaurant bug, right? Good food, good service with a smile. You like to please people. My father, who is literally a mechanical engineer, a rocket scientist, he developed a stainless steel, state-of-the-art egg roll cart that I would roll out to the center of Dayton, Ohio every lunch. I literally, official title was Egg Roll Cart Boy. Pretty good title. But I found my calling, right? I'm like, I like the restaurant, I love cooking, I love creating, I want to be a chef. Except I was, and still am, I think, a good Chinese son. So the what I wanted to be was a doctor, lawyer, engineer. Good Chinese son, right? By the way, the other 2 rules growing up is get any grades you want, as long as they're straight A's. And marry anyone you want, as long as hopefully they're Chinese. I'm 0 for 3. Not even close. Incidentally, my beautiful wife, Polly, Caucasian, speaks fluent Chinese, and it kind of pisses me off a little bit because my parents say her Chinese accent is better than mine. Say what? No, never mind. So freshman year starts, I go gung-ho into mechanical engineering, which is what I always do. But then every summer I started going to Paris. First to master French, I went to Alliance Française, then doing apprenticeships, and then eventually junior year I went to Cordon Bleu, the chef school. And that's when I had like, oh my God, the French can cook too. Because up until then it was only Chinese. So I immediately thought about, oh man, I want to blend. I want to do East-West cuisine. So after that junior year summer, I sat both my parents down. I said, Mom, Dad, I don't want to be an engineer. I want to be a chef. Now keep in mind, I'm first generation. I'm born in Newport Beach. Both my parents were born in Beijing, right? The first Chinese immigrants that came here literally built railroads. Then the gold rush. Then after all that was dried up, a lot of them, men, because there weren't women here yet from China, went to San Francisco to open the first Chinatown, and one of the only métiers they could do, because of course they spoke no English, was cook. So I do Andover, Yale, cook. And I say to Mom and Dad, I want to do this. What does mom do? She's awesome. She stands up, she comes over, gives me a huge hug, and says, son, you're so lucky. At such a young age, you already know your passion. Follow it. Please follow it. We love you. We want you to be happy. Cool parents. I look at my dad, literally a rocket scientist. Like, Dad? Like, son, you weren't going to be a very good engineer anyway. Go cook. I'm like, yeah, no sugarcoating, huh, Pops? But he was right, because you're never going to be good at anything if you don't love it. There's a great quote from Nelson Mandela. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. So passion alone doesn't guarantee instant success though, right? It's just not quite enough. That old adage about hard work pays, hard work does pay. It is true. But because of all the incredible, outstanding education you've all received here at Northeastern, also work smarter, not just harder. So what does that really mean? You hear it all the time, work smarter. It's actually quite simple. It's your network. It's your Rolodex. That's that mechanical thing. President knows. The people you have admired and respected and bonded with, people around you right now, people that taught you, that coached you, that guided you, even people who cleaned your dorm bathrooms, and yes, of course, the people that cooked for you. Everyone you touch is your network. My pops always said, 好人好报. In Chinese, that basically means a good person has good fortune. And he would always tell me it's so much more important to treat those that work for you super well, more than how you treat your superiors, right? The people that work for you are the key people, because they're the ones that help you ride to the top. And if you treat them well with respect and kindness, they will have your back in crisis. But if you don't do that, they will laugh at you at your way down. So important. And if you consistently grow your network, when you do go looking to get hired, or you do want to get financed, or you do need to connect to that CEO, someone in your network just may have that connection. So again, what takes a second seat to who? Because it is who you know. And why is this so important to follow your passion, your gut? Well, ultimately, isn't it about you want to be truly happy, right? We all want to be happy. And not only is living happy so much better than not, but when you are fulfilled inside, then you have the awesome ability and opportunity to spread kindness. It's really hard when the chips are down to spread kindness. But that's exactly what this world needs right now, right? There is convenience kindness. That's not good enough, guys. We have to spread kindness all the time. When the pandemic first started, in all my interviews, I kept saying, if the kindness curve just was always steeper than the COVID curve, then we got this. And I don't know if you guys know this, but today, and well done to the Board of Trustees and President Ayun, today is World Kindness Day. There you go. That's some very good planning, Rick Davis. So what can we actually do about this? Because we need this to happen. So one, just find some way to give back, some way to spread kindness. It doesn't have to be a big check. It doesn't have to be cash, right? One of the most rewarding things I've ever done besides my two sons is my involvement with an awesome charity called Family Reach. I've been with them 10 years. We financially help families dealing with cancer, which is still the #1 cause of personal bankruptcy. I did this through cooking. So I have a platform, which is cooking. And I've proudly helped Family Reach raise millions of dollars for these families that will now not get ejected from their home, their car taken away, or worse, their meds not paid for. Everyone here has a platform. Go find your platform. 2, work for or start a company that in the DNA, its DNA of the company is to give back. I am so proud of Ming's Bings. We're about 18 months old, and in our statement, our mission statement, some proceeds of the sale of Ming's Bings benefit both Dana-Farber and Family Reach, period. And that attracts the people that you want to work with you, period. Our motto, taste good, feel good, do good. 3, and this is the most important. Under your chair on the right side, please grab an envelope. Front right side. The front left side is for the next class coming up, so don't grab theirs. Please pull the card out. We are making a Northeastern kindness pledge right now, guys. So on the back of your card, and you all have a pen, I want everyone to write, "I will be kind every day." Let's do it. I will be kind. All right, give it a big sign. Trustees, everyone. I'll wait for you all. So one person in this crowd got a gold ticket. Please stand up. Or not. Should be in your envelope. No? Okay, don't grab the other envelope. Yeah, where? Stand up, I can't see. Where are they, Rick? Stand up there. All right, stand up. Yeah, I can't tell, is it a woman or man? Young man, congratulations, you just won a year's supply of Ming's Bings. Well done. All right, so if you guys will indulge me, please. I want everyone to stand up and hold your green card up because we all just made a pledge of kindness to the world. We're gonna take a big selfie. This is gonna mark. All right, everyone on 3 say, "I will be kind every day." 1, 2, 3. I will be kind every day. And there you go. And thank you all very much for the standing ovation.